I was picturing something a little different from you. I thought you were gonna go like a little bit wacky.
Kind of tried to change it up a little bit.
You've been coming up with some really cool illustrations, so I was like, oh, David's gonna do some wacky ass cool shit. No, not that it's not cool, but.
Yeah.
I can't let DJ's comment go unheard. Okay, well, what can I do in this piece that can bring some of my language back into it?
This is a Hail Mary.
I'm just gonna go full out on the leaves and just turn them into David leaves. I'm taking a huge risk right now, but you know what? I'm a fighter.
This week, we're testing precision.
Precision is important in tattooing because you're working with a needle, and every single time you touch skin, it's gonna make a permanent mark.
Surgeons need a steady hand and a cool head to have the precision it takes to operate on complex systems in the body. The same is true for tattoo artists, because one misplaced drop of ink can destroy a tattoo. This is especially true for this elimination tattoo. You will have 6 hours to create an anatomical tattoo.
Anatomical tattoo means you're taking a picture out of a medical book and reproducing it.
You must create an exact replica of the inner anatomy so real, it's like your canvas was just sliced open.
My canvas wants a rotten rib cage with pink guts hanging out. I'm really going to show lots of precision in the placement of it. It's coming together so great. All right.
Oh, here you go, Madison. We'll go ahead and give you $800,000 now.
The judges might be looking for more of a realistic look to my tattoo. I'm taking a risk. I might really stand out by doing something a little different.
He wants his rib cage tattooed, so I said, instead of going in, I want to bring something out of the skin.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave some skin and stuff. That way it's like some traditional elements to it.
I know I'm taking a risk with this design, but I'm following the actual rib cage, and I hope that it pays off.
This week, we had you create an anatomical tattoo using precision to make it look exactly like the inside of the body. Maddie.
Today, I really just tried to keep it anatomically, like in the right position.
This thing's very cartoony. You have an abundance of sketchy lines.
Are you talking in the bones?
I'm saying in this tattoo, there's a lot of sketchy lines throughout. If you can't get this in solid and get it in tight, you're not gonna make it.
I think I'm doing a really damn good job, and I think I did better than a lot of the other tattoos.
I think you might just be outclassed.
Chris.
If we were having a crazy new school tattoo that nobody can tell what it was day, you would win. Precision-wise, you technically did a sound tattoo. What you're gonna have to do to make it in this competition is pay attention. When Dave tells you what this challenge is, he says you are challenged to create a tattoo of the inner anatomy to look real. If you follow that strict parameter, then you and a couple other people are out.
For this elimination tattoo, you must tattoo the ultimate test of accuracy, a portrait.
Portraits, my Achilles tendon.
Sweet. Hell yeah, portrait day. That is my day. I don't see anybody in this house beating me on a portrait challenge.
And today, your canvases want portraits of toddlers.
Toddler portraits are so much more difficult than normal portraits because the proportions have to be very round and soft. Otherwise, you can age the image and make it look like somebody that it's not.
But that's not all. You'll be tattooing head-to-head with another artist because 2 canvases want each portrait. And that means your work will be compared directly with another artist, and any error will be apparent.
Tattooing the same portrait against another artist, there's nowhere to hide any discrepancies. This is by far the hardest thing we have had to do yet.
Let's meet your canvases.
Where are you looking to get it at?
On my upper arm, photorealistic color.
I'm also going with photorealistic color on my back.
I cannot do color, it's just not what I do. If this is the canvas I get, I could really be screwed.
What are you thinking?
Put 2 people up that are really good against each other so one of them goes down. Who do you want to go up against?
I think Ryan, because Ryan doesn't do color, and I'm definitely doing color today.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Kevin.
Ryan.
I'm sweating because I can't do color realism on a toddler portrait.
I think his little plaid shirt is adorable, and I would definitely include that.
If I can convince this canvas to switch to black and gray, I can flip this entire thing around on Kevin.
I am a portrait artist. I do portraits
That's
regularly.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's such good news. Great.
But I do black and gray tattoos.
I see that you do add some color. So that's an option, maybe?
Color tattoos don't age as well as black and gray.
Well, it looks like you can still make the eyes bright, which is what I wanted. I wanted bright eyes, and you can do that with black and gray.
Oh, absolutely.
If I'm doing black and gray on portrait day, kiss your ass goodbye, Kevin.
What's going on? How you doing, bud? So what are you thinking? Obviously full color, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just not a color portrait person.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Kevin hasn't taken my advice throughout this competition, and if he doesn't want to listen to me, I'm done giving it to him. All right.
Right on, man.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. I decided to go up against Ryan because I've never seen her do anything color realism before. But of course, she convinced her canvas to do black and gray. I do portraits all day, so I'm confident enough to go against anybody in this challenge.
So we're the only ones doing color.
No one else is.
Nobody, she was only one.
Judges can say everyone took easy street, black and gray.
They're not gonna say that.
No. I know the judges hate color portraits. I'm gonna do it anyway.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. You got everything.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Good job.
Kevin's tattoo looks kind of like an old man with weird striped taffy candy laid on his head like a wig. I can confidently say my portrait is way more accurate than Kevin's.
Today we were testing accuracy with Toddler portraits. Each of you went head-to-head with another artist on the same portrait. Let's see how you did. Kevin, you tattooed the same portrait as Ryan.
This was the hardest one of the portraits to do.
I wouldn't have chose this photo. It's not an easy one.
Color portraits is a thing that I honestly enjoy, so.
The colors that you picked are very much the color of your canvas's skin. So when this thing does heal and washes out, you're gonna have really strong eyes, a strong bottom of a nose, and some really heavy blue lines. The color play in this is what really throws it.
I don't think you did a correct representation of the hair in the photo. You have this slick part, and then he has these hairs that are flowing over it. You don't have any inference of that. And then you have these slick loops that look like pudding swirl, just doesn't look like hair at all.
Ryan, you tattooed the same portrait as Kevin.
It's a very slick, smooth tattoo. A lot of great technical ability in there. The detail work in the shirt is very nice, but where accuracy really counted was in that eyes and that upper lip. The darkness under the eyes got a little bit too dark, and you dramatized the little peak in his lip too much.
The hair looks a little bit animated, like a comic book. It just takes a little bit of the life out of it.
The other thing that gets me is the right eye has more of a V to the top of it in your portrait than a soft, subtle roll. Those are soft little details that you miss, but on accuracy day, those are the things to point out.
In terms of accuracy, there are areas where both of them really succeeded and areas where they both lost it.
I think Ryan's hair is more accurate. I think Ryan's shirt is more accurate. I think Kevin's face is more accurate overall.
These two are definitely challenged, and that's making it hard to even come off with a winner.
I think Ryan's is nicer as a tattoo, and technically, it's a lot smoother.
Me personally, I'd rather wear Ryan's tattoo.
My vote's for Ryan.
Ryan.
All right, winner of this head-to-head challenge is Ryan. Congratulations. Matt and Katie, as the veteran artist, it's on your shop to prove that you deserve to be here by overcoming your weaknesses. Last time you competed, there was one elimination tattoo that landed you both in the bottom.
I hope you worked on it, man.
Now you'll get another crack at it.
Here it comes.
There is no better test of consistency than tattooing a famous work of art.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Of course.
God damn it. The last time I tattooed a famous work of art, it sent me home.
Using consistency, you need to perfectly replicate your painting down to the brushstroke.
Paintings have a million brushstrokes, hundreds of hours worth of work put into them, and when you only have a few hours to do the tattoo, it's almost impossible to get the job done.
And for this elimination tattoo, you and your teammate will both tattoo on the same canvas. Let's meet your canvases.
Witch's Sabbath by Francisco Goya.
Awesome. That is a terrible tattoo. There's too many things going on, and I just don't believe in dead hanging babies. I don't want anything to do with that.
It's awful.
Unkindness art.
That painting is not going to be easy to recreate. This is not the painting I would pick if I had the skull choice. What are you guys doing?
There we go. 2 people chatting.
Yeah, there's a lot to do here. The more I look at this tattoo, the more details I find.
This one's really rough. Cool, though.
We're worried that we got lured in by the beauty of this painting, and now we just signed our own death warrant.
I'm gonna go try not to have a
Panic attack?
Yeah.
All right.
Today you had to show consistency by replicating a famous work of art, unkindness art. You tattooed The Witch's Sabbath by Goya.
The color palette and the contrast, you guys don't particularly hit. The main thing is that this is a dark figure in the center. Your tattoo looks light and happy. If you look in the mouth of the goat curls down, and yours actually just goes up. Very tough grab for yourselves.
If you're really playing this game, then give this to somebody you want out of here.
When it comes to consistent tattoos, your coaches are 2 of the best this competition has seen. And with their shot at $25,000 on the line, they're exactly who you want on your side.
You guys are gonna rock.
Because today, you must create cross-stitch tattoos.
Mother. I don't know what cross-stitch is. The little round frames you see in your grandmother's bathroom, it says dumbass shit in it.
With intricate patterns and hundreds of tiny, repetitive lines, consistency is crucial to make your design look like it's sewn into your canvas's skin.
Wait, what?
I love sewing other people's skin, so that's not a problem.
Let's meet your canvases.
Colorful roses on my head.
On your head?
Sternum tattoos, shin tattoos, and a head tattoo? What the actual hell? No.
Next two are really shitty. Someone here is gonna get the head.
Pawn.
Cool.
Why did Pawn pick the head tattoo? Pretty ballsy on his part, but I guess he's feeling confident.
When you're tattooing a head, you have a 50-50 shot of it bleeding to all hell.
I'm having some saturation issues. Every time I put a line in, it's bleeding.
Yeah.
Like profusely.
Every time I put ink in, it's coming right out.
I think that at the end of the day, this challenge is gonna come down to like technical.
I'm hoping they remember that I took tattoo of the day the other day.
I've already spent so much time here and been away from my family this long, I need to go farther.
I realize it every single day how much I miss them, but like I'm gonna kill this right now because that's why I'm here.
Right.
Today, you had to prove your consistency by creating a cross-stitch tattoo. Men's team, you had the advantage. Let's start with you. Pawn.
Hey, guys.
I see a little bit of the cross-stitch patterning in here, but as far as like really having that look strong, you missed it on that.
I underestimated the whole challenge of the tattoo, to be honest.
Just judging consistency, you're not even consistent on the leaves themselves. That part should have been flawless.
Today, you must tattoo traditional illustrative portraits.
Ooh. My life.
What? I love doing portraits, but what is a traditional illustrative portrait?
We're gonna find out. All right, guys, we are looking for a portrait. We're not looking for a realistic approach, but we are looking for traditional illustrative style, like a drawing of a person that's actually a real person that looks like that real person.
I mean, I would just think that the word illustrative alone really loosens up what we're looking for, yeah?
Either it looks like them or it doesn't, and if it doesn't, you lose, and if it does, you're in a great shape.
This is gonna be interesting.
Let's meet your canvases.
Traditional illustrative portrait of my grandmother on my forearm, and I would like to get the whole body.
Would you be against doing less?
Yeah, because I kind of really do.
Just because when you're going that small, to make it look just like her is gonna be pretty hard.
Anytime you're doing a portrait this small, it's gonna be difficult, but you could probably turn it into a traditional pinup style tattoo, especially given that the woman already looks like a pinup.
I mean, maybe if you crop the legs out.
So you're willing to work with how much we can cut off and how much bigger you can
Yeah,
do?
we'll see.
Thank you.
I have a feeling it's getting. Pawn.
Snap.
We're doing full size. These details are gonna be like as close as I can. It's gonna be like a pinup. Well, I was thinking about maybe like doing like a little flower in front of it.
Yeah.
You know, so you have like a little illustration and then like you have her, so it makes sense, like the transition.
But that's like
flower on my wrist. I don't give a shit about flowers at all.
Maybe I could put a ribbon under it.
But I don't know if I like the ribbon.
This canvas is giving me such a hard time. She doesn't want to work with me in any aspect of this.
Could you do like a stone?
I think that's gonna feel like morbid, like a tombstone.
I personally don't mind if it just ends.
I do. Like that's like the most unartistic way to end it is unflattering.
She has to meet me in the middle or I'm going home.
The flower is literally just an afterthought.
But I feel like it's tacky. And then tomorrow I'll be like, what the f did I do?
She won't let me add any kind of frame to it, so it's just gonna end like that. I wanted to add some kind of like filigree, a rose, a flower. She wants nothing.
So where does she want it to end?
She wants it just to end like that, like just fade.
I did not think she was going to be like that at all.
I think it's gonna be so hard to make this look like her.
That's really what she looks like. Always make sure you get these real nice in there. This is super important.
I think I may have myself with this one.
The other ones, I don't know, dude, what I would have done with them.
I'm not mad at anybody.
No, I'm just letting you know, like, I truly thought that would be a good one for you.
I'm just doing it how I want to do it, and then that's what she's gonna get, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
I was afraid that I scared you away. I wasn't trying to be mean. I hope she doesn't think I'm actually really nice.
I definitely went back and I was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
Since I gotta go more illustrative, now I have to show a little bit more detail, and the face is too small to show all the details and make it look like this person.
I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, we felt the same, but we feel the same now, so that's better.
That's it.
It has teeth in the tattoo, and I don't know how to approach this without making it look like it has veneers.
Ah, shit, Grandma's got a mustache.
Oh my God, I was like, are you kidding?
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
I am shook as
My canvas wants a portrait of her daughter on her shoulder blade.
I'm just making sure it's like super, super clean.
I've been excited for portrait day since day one. I'm gonna make it look great, just, because it's your daughter. The kid portrait is a difficult ask, but I think the full body one was probably more difficult. And I'm really surprised that Pon gave that to himself.
I think I'm going home.
Why?
Like, I'm supposed to be making it look traditional, but I went to black and gray.
Like this?
Yours is nice. Mine doesn't look traditional though.
I feel like you have to go traditional, but not so traditional where it doesn't look like the person anymore.
Have you looked at the girls?
Yours is not traditional at all.
Today, you had to tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Pon.
As far as capturing the look of the person with a simple drawing, you don't do it. If you look at her right eye, the top of her eye is curved, and the tattoo, it's a straight line and then curved underneath. Just the little looks of what's going on, you lose it. The shape of the mouth is off, the width of the neck.
I was hoping to do a pinup. I had every intention, like she wasn't budging on anything, and then I got in my own head.
As dark as you went in the collarbone, as weird as the shoulders come out, I can be like, okay, it's stylized, gritty, it's whatever if you're looking to go that route of illustration, but what I can't not see is the precision in the face. Your eyes don't line up, the nose has a crazy curve to it, the mouth is off-center. That's all the places where you need to be precise.
Today, you're being tested on precision, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
On your tattoo could have easily been that pinup style where you could have yesed your customer to death, but done it the way you do it.
I got shooken up and I just went back in with blacks, making everything darker.
The face not having the precision that we're looking for, and the fact that you have some rougher shading, it's not hitting the traditional, it's not hitting the precision.
I've showed you guys in the past like what I've done. I know there's no report cards, but this is all bizarre to me be down here. Like, I've never had any application problems or anything like that. Like, I've consistently did clean tattoos. I just had one hiccup of a day, and I know that's all it takes to send you home.
Ultimately, one thing is for sure, these canvases wanted a rendering that looked like the photo. So that's where I'm coming from. My decision is for Pon.
Of all the tattoos, all shortcomings aside, the one that misses the precision on the shapes in the face the most is Pon's.
Pon.
The judges have decided. Pon, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
All right, what style and subject are you assigning for the face-off?
Japanese, tigers, full color.
Fucking flunk. The face-off is set. You will have 5 hours to tattoo. In a competition this tight, there is no room for error. One misstep and you will be going home. Head out and get ready for tomorrow. Good luck.
I stood out like crazy yesterday and I didn't get picked. That to me is insane.
What's up, fuckers? We're Tiger Team on the prowl.
I'm fighting for my life here by myself. Single pass lines, can you believe it? I don't do those. I always build my lines. I'm throwing my personal creativity out the window today. I'm choosing to go the traditional route.
Very interesting choices.
So long as I can show that I can do some solid line work and I can do some solid color work, maybe they'll pick me for their team.
I was picturing something a little different from you. I thought you were gonna go like a little bit wacky.
Kind of tried to change it up a little bit.
You've been coming up with some really cool illustrations, so I was like, oh, David's gonna do some wacky ass cool shit. No, not that it's not cool, but.
Yeah. I can't let DJ's comment go unheard. Okay, well, what can I do in this piece that can bring some of my language back into it? This is a Hail Mary. I'm just gonna go full out on the leaves and just turn them into David leaves. I'm taking a huge risk right now, but you know what? I'm a fighter.
Today, you had to face off to earn safety and a spot on one of the judges' new teams. Let's see how you did. David.
I like the mouth on it. That's the little piece of you that I see in this piece. The frame is a little bit out of place. I personally wished on the illustrative side of things that you would have brought a little more David into this. Let your tricks shine in your illustration that you're so good at.
Judges, it's time to determine who's packing their machines.
Super difficult for me. What I love about David is that I feel a little piece of me in there because I could pull out a piece of paper and draw some shit pretty much whenever I'm asked. And I'm also sold on a lot of Jazzy's technique. If I was the coach, if you kind of like already have a lot of that technique, that could be molded and taught a little bit.
I have been their coach for the last weeks and weeks, and the truth is, Jazzy kept herself in the tattoo, and David didn't. David's problem was he just didn't use his sharpest tool.
I can guarantee you that this is not what represents me. I got it in my head.
Under this pressure, this environment, it's kind of easy to get lost.
Jazzy, I wish you would have just held back on that orange a little bit, you know. David, I wish you would have put more David into this, not tried to be like anybody else. But I do see more technical flaws in David's. So, David, my vote is for you to go home.
My vote is for David.
David, my vote is for you to go home.
The judges have decided, David, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
David, I see such a bright future for you.
You're so fucking cool. I got to like learn so much shit from you. These guys are all fucking phenomenal. And the fact that y'all put me against them, I'm pretty proud.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you guys. Best of luck.
See you soon,
Seriously.
Later, bro.
Today, you must push your creativity to the limit by creating lettering tattoos.
Stop. Lettering tattoos, there's no room for error. If you have a little janky line, it shows and you can't really fix it. And also, spell your words right.
I hate doing lettering. We're used to being able to do images and tell a story that way, but it's tough to be super creative with such a straightforward subject matter.
Being creative with lettering is trying to sell the feeling of the lettering and what the word is.
Transform it so when you look at it, you see a piece of art and then you read what it says.
I don't think I've done a word in 10 years.
I do this stuff back home all the time. This is my wheelhouse. I'm golden, baby.
Let's meet your canvases.
Here we go.
Cruel Love in black and gray Gothic metal style lettering across my butt.
Interesting.
A butt tattoo?
Be nice.
That's my girl right there. Like, just the fact that she's asking for a tattoo on her butt is so metal of her.
Alina.
That's me.
The butt cheeks.
The booty cheeks.
And not make an ass out of yourself.
Technically, lettering can be hard.
I'm excited.
The human body isn't flat, so getting these long, flowy lines in lettering, evenly spaced, it's super difficult.
Perfect. Fit that whole area really nicely.
Perfect, man. But today, we're also looking for creativity, the story behind the lettering.
All right, go ahead, nice and relaxed. Stay looking forward.
I want to see you push the boundaries, create something interesting.
Sick. Looks pretty even everywhere.
If these artists mess up these letters today, they're gonna be writing other letters. Dear Mom, I do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Gonna figure out how we're gonna make it work. I feel like I'm being really creative with the way I'm placing the tattoo. I'm also gonna be smart with the way I'm doing the lines because I'm not gonna have to stress about pulling straight lines on a butt.
Artists, there are 4 hours left on the clock.
Just keep calm and just let me do a good tattoo. I might have to sacrifice some textures. I want my kids and my family to be proud of me being a badass on this competition. Just do it. There's no other way to be here. No, it's for real. A letter and a half left.
I got this. I got this.
Today, you had to prove your creativity with lettering tattoos. Elena.
It would have been nice if the love and the cool had similar shape and design.
It looked better on paper.
It's hard to read because there's so much skin tone with gray that feels like it was thrown in at the last minute.
Solid black.
Solid
Do that
black.
shit solid black.
It's
Make that
just
goth.
I mean, it's definitely cruel.
I feel horrible. I just tried to shoot for the stars and tragically failed.
You took a lot of risks.
Compared to like other people.
I just get too excited.
That excitement shows that you want to be here.
I'm a self-taught artist. I would watch Ink Master and like actually learn from the judging. It just means a lot to me that I got to get my tattoos judged by them. And they haven't even seen what I can actually do.
They've seen that you can do incredible work. You've already proven yourself.
Get my shit together and get out there and fight for myself.
Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
Elena, you're in the bottom for illegibility.
I feel like I set myself up with this 100%. Focused too much on creativity part and kind of lost track of time.
You don't have much time in this competition. That's what it's built around. On-the-spot decisions, showing that you could just take on anything. It tests everything you got.
Judges, it's time to make a decision.
With Alina, she tried to give us something big, bold, dynamic.
If you said, hey, look at this tattoo, what does it say? I'd be like,
but that was the look I was going for metal.
If it looks more like a cool design, maybe. But like, you don't want like a not cool design and make it illegible, you know? It's like 2 misses.
Alina, I think you took a big swing, and I think you missed big. My vote is for you to go home.
My vote is for Alina.
My vote is for Alina to go home.
Alina, my vote's for you.
The judges have decided, Alina, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. You picked a really hard tattoo, and you were ambitious with it, and absolutely that shows who you are.
That first challenge, you ranked #1. You're an incredible tattooer, but this competition, it's unlike anything else.
Well, I got a taste of it. I'll be back.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you.
That's good.